All right, I was inspired by my buddy Scott Porter, who did a really raw video about his thoughts and emotions on everything going on and how it's affecting his business. He posted it on LinkedIn. I'm gonna post it everywhere, but COVID, how it's affecting Thirst. First off, how it's affecting Thirst. Well, 3 of our 4 revenue streams have been taken out. That being our catering line, which is one of the biggest parts of our business if you follow us closely. Not only are we not doing catering, we're refunding thousands and thousands of dollars of deposits over the next couple months of events that, are being canceled. Second, our University of Utah location, and third, our Jazz location. Both the campus and the arena are shut down, and so no opportunity to do business up there. Also, our dine-in, our walk-in at our store that I'm in now, downtown, is closed. We're not allowed to have anyone walk in. Fortunately, we're super fortunate to have a drive-through, so we're able to do a contactless, setup where people can still run through the drive-through. And very fortunately, people have really been taking to that. Not only have they been supporting, but I think that they are really looking for something to do. And it's an experience that gets them out of the house for delicious drinks and treats, and it's a break from quarantine. So that's been really nice. And so although 3 of our 4 streams have been shut down, we have been super busy through our drive-through, and so that's helping make up for a little bit of it. Another way it's affecting us is, coincidentally, we happen to be opening a brand new store right now. Our second big brick and mortar, which is the biggest investment we've ever made in the company. And not ideal timing with everything going on. $100,000, $150,000 remodel going on up there, and basically was being funded by a lot of our profits from what was going on at the store. And so a bit of a stressful time, and a couple of thoughts that I had about how to navigate, or how we're navigating it, and just kind of best practices right now. First off is content. I couldn't be more excited about this. I'm telling my marketing team, I'm telling my business partner while she's running her other business, content is the most important thing right now. Posting content all over social media platforms. The reason is because a couple reasons. One, a lot of people are consuming content in the feed right now. There's a lot of attention in the feed right now. Literally, look at your engagement right now. If you post something right now, it's actually higher. At least it is on Thirst content. And I think the reason is because people are literally in their houses. Like, it's very simple. People are actually on the feed more, and so they're consuming content more. And so even if you can't sell, we can't sell a lot of our services, we can't sell a lot of our products right now, but it's a very good time to post brand building content. I'm always a fan of brand building content. That's their whole theory is, build top of the funnel brand by posting, funny videos, inside looks, behind the scenes, stories, storytelling about Thirst, about our products, about our community, becoming part of the community. If you follow Thirst, that's all we do. We do brand building content. You'll never see posts from us that are buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. That's just not what we do. We're posting 4 times a day about Salt Lake City, about, collaborations, about, just bringing value. And so that right now is more important than ever. So whether you have whether you have a drinks and treats shop, or whether you have a plumbing business, or whether you have, some type of direct to consumer business, making content that builds your brand, and that can mean storytelling of how your business started, behind the scenes of how it works, highlights of your team members, anything that is not necessarily about your product, but is more of a story and is actually a good piece of content that brings value. That's the kind of content to be posting right now. Not buy my stuff. People can't probably buy it anyways, and so more of a storytelling, brand building content is so important right now. So go check out Thirst page. That's exactly what we're doing. One of our highest viewed, most engaged pieces of content is something we posted a couple days on Sunday with an influencer. We brought an influencer in, just sat her down, and we did an interview and filmed it. And it wasn't even about Thirst. It was 0 things about our product or our services. It was literally just about her and just the community in Salt Lake City and value for our customers. And so content right now, not about your product, but about the community you want to be in, a story about your business, a story about your product, not buying your product. And so content is on my mind number one. If I'm pushing my marketing manager, I'm pushing my team. Let's build content more than ever right now. It should be our number one priority. If we can't focus on selling our product, if we can't focus on executing our business in our normal way, content is just so important right now. So number one, it's good because there's more attention in the feed. More people are seeing it. And so you want to be putting out that content right now. The second thing is, I think that it's just a good time to be putting out not silly, just good, valuable brand building content, because it's just lighthearted. I mean, it's a little bit softer than everything else going on. There's so much heavy content in the feed right now. Twitter, Instagram, it's filled with updates about Corona and, negative updates usually about how it's going to affect us even more and more. I think it's almost our duty as a business, as a person, as a human, to be putting out content, lighthearted content that brings value and kind of lights up the feed. And so content is on my mind, number one, for those two reasons. The second thing is gratitude, just being grateful. The whole way I get my employees to be so happy at the window, to provide such a good customer experience, is because I'm trying to get them to actually be grateful for the customers. If you're grateful for your customer coming, no question are you going to treat them well. No question are you going to, make their drinks and treats fast, move the line fast, because you're grateful for their time coming. You're grateful for them spending money. And so you're going to be aware of their time. You're going to be aware of the way that they talk, that you talk to the customer. And so that's my whole theory of how I get my team to treat my customers so well. And it's more important now than ever. People don't need to leave their house. People don't need to buy products. We're going into a time where money's going to be tighter than ever. We should be so grateful for anyone coming to our business, spending money on our product, supporting our business. And so gratitude is so important. And I'm also thinking about gratitude in both ways. As a business, as an employee, I'm trying to get my employees and my business as a whole to be so grateful for our customers. But I'm also thinking it's a great time for customers to be grateful for businesses and put themselves in the shoes of a business. It's a hard time to be a business. It's a really, really, really hard time to be a business. We've lost over $200,000 probably in potential revenue over the next few months. And the way that a business owner, the way that employees are navigating these times, casting judgment on that is not the right move as a customer. Whether or not a business is making a certain move based on what's happening with COVID, or whether they're not doing or they are doing something. There's a lot on the line. I personally feel tons and tons and tons of pressure. I have over 30 employees I have over 30 employees. I probably have 10 that are full-time salaries that depend on this money for their life. And so that's a lot of pressure. And so there's a lot of variables, there's a lot of things that go into that. And so my number one priority right now is my employees, keeping my employees, paid, keeping my business in business. This isn't about making lots of profit. This isn't about cashing out. It never has been. And so I'm thinking about gratitude. I'm thinking about content through all this COVID, and I'm super grateful. It's been crazy to see customers step up and support these local businesses. It's been crazy. I had a customer come through our drive-thru last night and say, "Hey, I know you're friends with a lot of other restaurant owners. Can you give me a list? Because we just want to support someone new every single day." And I think that's amazing. I tweeted something last night. People are really good. People are good, and I think in times, this is the first time in my life that I've seen, at least as a businessman, an economic, a potential economic downturn, and more of and kind of a world crisis going on. And it's been pretty awesome. It's been pretty beautiful to see people's reaction. Not all are good, but there's a lot of good ones, and I like to focus on those. So just some thoughts on COVID. Hope everyone has an amazing day. I'm gonna get back to work. Just got done baking, just got done running payroll. Gonna go make pretzel dough. Should be a good day. See ya.